I'm going to show you how to use your portable charger kit. First of all, let's go through the different components. This is your Toolkit RC M4 pocket charger. It's a really nice charger for this purpose because you can use a couple of different inputs. There's a USB-C. It needs to be a power delivery type, so USB-C input, or you can actually use an XT60 input. For your output, you can go to an XT60 or you can go to an XT30. The kit also is going to consist of a voltage alarm, your battery pack for your airplane, what we're calling the charging battery pack, and then you'll also need a USB-C PD type cable. PD stands for power delivery rated. And then also a PD type charger. This one here is an Anchor, but there's a lot of them that can be used. This one is a 90-watt version. You're going to need to charge the charging battery first. This is a 4S 2600 milliamp hour battery. And this is what you're going to actually use at the airfield to charge your flight pack so that you don't need to connect yourself to an electrical outlet. You notice what I've done is I've connected the USB-C charge cable to the M4. One thing I've noticed sometimes with the M4s, when you plug in the USB-C connector, the screen is blank. I think it's a software issue. It may be fixed by the time you get your M4, but the way to fix that is just unplug and replug in the cable, and usually it'll reset itself. You'll notice a variety of different display settings here on the screen. The important thing for you to remember right now, before you plug in your battery pack, is that you need to be charging at 4.2 volts. Okay, you notice there's a variety of there are 4 different charging voltages you can use. Make sure you only charge it to 4.2. If you're not set to 4.2 volts, that's volts per cell, okay? You press and hold, and you'll notice that you can actually change the setting. So I've got it back to 4.2 volts. Then what I'm gonna do is plug in the XT60, and then also what I'm going to do is plug in what's called the balance plug. And you notice these 2 little ridges on this battery will be angled. Let's see, I got it upside down. It'll be angled. They'll be aiming downward, okay? So this will plug in like this. And you notice a couple of things here. This battery is 16.7 volts right now. It's actually pretty close to being fully charged. You'll see that it registers the individual voltage of all 4 cells. Those need to get to 4.2. The green dot here represents the charge rate you're charging at right now. Now, 1 dot is 1 amp, 2 dots is 2 amps, 3 dots is 3 amps. What I'd recommend you do is, for a nice balance of charge rate and safety, use the 3rd dot for this battery, the 2600. To increase that, I just press. I can actually change the charge rate by continuing to press, but I'm going to press until I get the green dot onto the 3rd one. And you'll notice here, it's telling us what the charge rate is right now. It's charging at about 1.2 amps. We're actually getting pretty close to 4.2. So what you'll notice in the very beginning of the charging, it'll charge at a higher rate. In this case, it would be almost as high as 3 amps. And then as it gets close to 4.2 volts per cell, it's actually going to drop, and eventually it'll drop to 0, and that's when you know you're fully charged. You might be wondering, well, why does this battery say it's a 14.8 volt battery, and yet I'm charging to 16.8 volts? Well, 16.8 volts is the peak charging voltage that you use for a LiPo battery. That's 4S. It's 4.2 times 4. Battery ratings on the side of the battery usually refer to the nominal voltage. The voltage drops a little bit after what's called the surface charge burns off a little bit. So then it gets down to a nominal voltage of around 3.7 volts per cell. That's where the 14.8 volts comes from. So now we just wait until this charger beeps and that charge current goes to 0. This battery's now completed its charging cycle. You'll notice the top bar is turned green. You're at 16.8 volts full voltage on this 4S pack. All of the individual cells are right about 4.2 volts. Okay, so this battery is completely charged now. This should be done before you come to the airfield, so that you don't have to plug in anywhere at the airfield. You can do all of your charging off of this pack. One nice thing about this M4 charger is you can charge AC or DC. Let's show you how to charge your flight pack using AC first. We're using the exact same setup that we did for the charging battery. Once again, make sure you've got this set to 4.2 volts per cell for the charging voltage. And now what you're gonna need to do, you see you can change the output to the XT30 that's used on your flight battery. And now you're gonna plug in these balance plugs, but you gotta make sure you're plugging them in the right place. You're gonna plug them in over here on the left. You notice there are only 3 pins on this, and there are 5 pins here. So you wanna shift this as far as you can over to the left and push it in, and you see it's a 2-cell battery. This is a 2S, so nominally 7.4 volts. So 2S. So you see battery 1 and battery 2 are showing up here. And then we plug in the XT30. And now I don't want to charge this at 3. I want to charge this at no more than 1 amp, which will take roughly an hour to charge. Which is fine if you're AC charging and you're charging up all your batteries the night before you come out to the field to fly. When you're at the field using the charging pack, you might actually switch this to 2 amps to charge. But now what you'll notice is, once again, each cell, which is 2S cells here, so each one of those cells needs to be 4.2 volts. You see they're not quite there yet. So these will charge up to 4.2 each. We're charging at 1 amp. At most, this would take an hour if your battery were dead. And then the full voltage is going to be 4.2 times 2, which is going to be 8.4. Okay, so we'll let that charge until it completes. Let's set up for portable use. First thing we're going to need to do is put the battery alarm on the charging battery. This is important because when you're using this LiPo as a charging battery, the M4 charger will just keep drawing current from it until the battery is absolutely dead. You can't treat LiPo batteries like that. If the voltage per cell gets below 3 volts per cell, it actually becomes a fire hazard. And at the very least, you can damage the batteries. So we want to prevent the batteries from going below about 4 volts. I'm sorry, 3.4 volts per cell. So what we do is we take the balance plug, and you see the balance plug with these two little ridges. We'll face those down, and then on the far left side of this alarm, we're going to plug it in. Now these alarms are really loud, so what I like to do is actually put my finger over the end here, plug it in. You'd be surprised how loud it is. Now what this, I'm not sure how well it's going to show up on the camera here, but what it's doing is telling you with these LEDs what the individual voltage is per cell. What we want to do is make sure we set the threshold for the alarm setting to about 3.4 volts. There's a button right on the top here that you press. You'll notice every time I press it, I get a different voltage reading. Don't ever turn it off like that, but you see the lowest I can go is 2.7, 2.8, 2.9, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. So leave it set to 3.4 volts. Now when you're done charging, go ahead and take this alarm off, because you don't want to leave this connected all day or overnight, because it'll slowly drain your battery. Okay, now remember, this battery is the charging battery, so it's going to be the input to the M4 now. We're going to take the energy out of here and put it into here. So if we go to the top of the M4, we change our input now to the XT60. And I can plug it in here like this. And you'll notice the toolkit turns on. And just like before, I can see, all right, I got 4.2 volts. That's set correctly. Now, when I'm in the field, I'd like to charge this battery a little bit faster, because sometimes it can take, it'll be less than an hour before I'm ready to fly again. So let's set this up so I can make sure I can charge within a half an hour. So if I push this button, and I need to push it again, and you see now the green dot is on the second one from the left. That means it's going to charge at 2 amps. Remember, we don't want to charge this battery any higher than 2 amps. Okay, so we'll put in the balance plug like we did before. And then now you see we can switch this to the XT30 plug. And now we've got everything set up here. And it will start charging. Now it's not going to charge right now because this battery is, you see it's pretty much fully charged. But if this battery were discharged, you'd be getting up to 2 amps of current out of the M4 right now. And you should be able to charge this battery at least 4 times off of this battery, as long as your charging battery is fully charged before you start.